Good morning, everyone. It's Friday, May 31st, 2024. My name is Sam Shalhoub, and it's time for your daily dispatch. First up, yesterday a chart came out, and it showed that U.S. banks have unrealized losses. In the U.S. banking system, it increased to $517 billion in the first quarter of this year. That's huge. We've talked a lot about the switch that's coming. Well, it looks like it's here. Yesterday, it came out that in a unanimous decision, SCOTUS ruled that the New York officials violated the First Amendment by coercing insurance companies and banks to refrain from doing business with the NRA, the National Rifle Association, as punishment for its support of the Second Amendment. Once again, the Supreme Court has stepped up. Are you seeing a trend here? I certainly am. A good trend. So apparently Joe Biden had a rally in Pennsylvania, and he couldn't fill up half of an elementary school gymnasium. An elementary school gymnasium. Not even half of it. Simply amazing. Google suffered a major leak, and it exposed how its secret algorithms work. Now, you're seeing more and more exposure, not just in the political realm, but in the technology realm, in the banking realm. Things are spicy and they're heating up even more. Peter St. Onge came out yesterday and he said 4.9% was our growth, our GDP growth 6 months ago. 3 months ago, it was 3.4%, and the growth today, 1.3%. Again, these are significant moves and significant changes that are taking place, and we get to have a front row seat for all of it. So now I'm sure what everybody's been waiting for, we're going to talk a little bit about what happened with President Trump yesterday. We all know that he was convicted of 34 felony counts. I want to encourage you. There is much more going on behind the scenes than the average person is seeing. And some of those are, before yesterday, no former president had ever been put on trial, let alone convicted. So the precedent has now been set. Not to mention the statute of limitations was blown out by them doing what they did yesterday. I'm sure it's going to be overturned, at least I think it will be. But who knows? Maybe President Trump will have to do some jail time. Maybe he'll have to do some sort of restricted movement. I don't know. I don't know all that's going on behind the scenes. But if that's what takes place, then so be it. The fact is, it was a rigged trial, in my opinion. The precedents that were set by way of not only the statute of limitations being blown out, but a former president being held to account. How many other former presidents are now shaking in their boots, realizing that, oh no, a former president can be gone after? Well, it's too early to say how it's going to play out, but in my opinion, we're looking at some serious moves taking place in the very near future. And again, I don't know how it's all going to play out. It's probably going to get overturned. But again, the precedent has been set. And that, in my opinion, is a good thing. And then we also had the Republican and Donald Trump's campaign fund website went down after the announcement because there was so much traffic hitting it that they couldn't keep up. Also, venture capitalist Sean McGuire announced that he just donated $300,000 to Trump after the verdict. These are things that are taking place, and I also want you to be somewhat cautioned that during what happened yesterday, the U.S. and British military bombed 13 locations in Yemen. There was conflict between Israel and Syria. It's a classic example of look over here and not look over there. But getting back to the Trump trial and what took place, it's my opinion that we have to keep steady and calm. There's no reason to freak out. We are far from the finish line at this point. We're moving in the right direction. And, there's a favorite quote that I have from a Stoic philosopher, Marcus Aurelius, and it goes something to the effect that the calmer a man's mind is, the closer he is to strength. And I think there's a lot of wisdom in that. So today, go out, get some fresh air, take a walk, get some sun on your face and your body. Be calm today. And I would encourage you daily to take some time to just sit and be quiet. That's when the connection takes place. And that's where we get our strength from. So, be encouraged. We're moving in the right direction. Good things are happening. And in the meantime, I hope that you have a great day, and we'll talk again soon.